Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. And welcome to this Bitcoin update for today, but also for next week. What to expect in terms of price action, what's going on over the course of the last 24 hours. Last 24 hours, to be fair, we're actually quite volatile. Next week in general is a decent week in terms of in terms of news. I mean, there's not a lot. We have retail sales, we have initial jobless claims, we have the interest rate decision from the EU, even though I doubt that matters, but all right. So in general, there is some news, but nothing major. But obviously, with the presidential race in the US and the situation in the Middle East, there's still plenty of fundamentals that affect the market. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Before we talk about Bitcoin here, it's going to be very interesting to see how all the indices open, right? So the S&P, Nasdaq have been quite strong. Russell 2000 has also bounced up relatively nicely. If that continues, then that's very bullish for Bitcoin, and then there is a really realistic possibility we go higher here. For now, yesterday was a relatively bullish day for Bitcoin. We really tried to break above the monthly open right here at 63,300. And that is very much the most important key level right now, all right? And so far, we have not been able to break out. I would say I would be surprised if we were able to break out of that level in the weekend, of course, without volume, without momentum. But it's still a possibility. I mean, the thing I'm most worried about for Bitcoin right here is I think fundamentally there's definitely an argument to be made. Excuse me, there's definitely an argument to be made for us to rally up higher, right? And I think in general, if you look at the structure here, at least on the 4-hour time frame, I think we are ranging. I think we're consolidating. And let's say that the EMAs here in the middle are the middle of the consolidation. Then after hitting the bottom right here at 60,000, that means that we would at least get a higher high, locally at least, towards 64,000. Right, so purely technically and fundamentally, I would say it's most likely we will make that higher high. Maybe with a bit of a pullback here. I believe there's quite a lot of liquidity to the downside. That's not what I want to see. No, there's quite a lot of, if we look at the last 3 days, obviously, there's a lot of liquidity here. Most of the liquidity is around 61,500. So I think it's quite likely that we're going to dip down here. Also after continuously rejecting the level, the monthly open at 63,600. But ultimately, I do think that we'll be able to bounce from here and get those higher highs, at least for now, towards 64 and 64,500. Now, do I think we will break above that level? No, right? I think in general right now, we are in a range. I think the range does give us the room to actually make those higher highs. I don't think the move we've had so far, which is very built on leverage and low volume, which is not a move I like to trust. I would much rather see a move with less leverage and high volume. But that was not a move on Friday. It was high leverage, low volume move. So therefore, I don't fully trust it. And therefore, I also don't think the impulse is strong enough to break out of the top of the range right here at 64,000. Is it a possibility? Of course. I think in general, if you really zoom out here, I still think this is a bullish market. At least if you really zoom out here. Because on the short, like this is technically, of course, not bullish, but so it's definitely possible. But for now, I would say it's most likely we'll grab that liquidity to the downside first, bounce from there, make higher highs, and then from there, I expect us to fall back down towards potentially the bottom of the range here. All right. Now, like I said, the opening of the fundamentals and just in general, the development of the fundamentals matters a lot too. So I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, this is what I think you need to know, or at least these are my thoughts on what to expect for now. So thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you all in my next videos, and bye.